Hello, good morning, dear students. Myself, Miss Deepti from DIPS Karol Bagh. In today's lecture, we are going to read Geography Chapter 3 Natural Vegetation, Natural Resources, Natural Vegetation, and the Wildlife. And in this chapter, we are going to read about the natural vegetation and wildlife found in different part of the earth. So, as we know, our Earth is a unique planet. Why it is known as a unique planet? Because of it has the favorable condition for the evaluation and survival of various form of life. Uh, so these are the reasons because due to this, Earth is known as the unique planet. Water and air on the Earth's favor the evaluation and growth of plants, which are the first form of life appearing on the earth. Plants were followed by animals and human beings. The life bearing layer of the earth is called biosphere. It is a narrow zone of contact between the atmosphere, lithosphere, and hydrosphere. As we have read in the previous chapters, that the earth, there are three spheres on the earth: lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere. Fourth is the biosphere, where the life exists. This biosphere is the sphere where the all three spheres, lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere, come in contact with each other. That portion is known as biosphere. So biosphere is very important for the life and sustainable development of the life in on earth. So there are about 3 lakh species of plants and about 10 lakh species of animals on the earth. Where the various type of animal plants and animals in a region are influenced by their physical environment. So अर्थ पे इतने 3 lakh species of plants है, species यानी कि तरह के, and 10 lakh species of animals, and daily we are some new species of plant or some new species of animal is discovered by us on the earth. So still we are discovering these species. And more important is there, the environment of a place affect the growth and the species found at a particular species of animal and plant found at a particular region. The climatic condition of that region plays an important role. All organisms in biosphere not only interact with physical environment but also with one another to survive. The life supporting system of the surface is known as the ecosystem. Natural vegetation. When different type of plants grow naturally, they are referred to as natural vegetation. वर्ड ही बता रहा है नेचुरल वेजिटेशन. नेचुरल मतलब जो कुदरती तौर पर ग्रो हो, उसे हम नेचुरल वेजिटेशन कहते हैं. द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ नेचुरल वेजिटेशन इज ऑन द सरफेस ऑफ द अर्थ इज इन्फ्लुएंस्ड बाय द अमाउंट ऑफ सनलाइट and the amount of rainfall. The natural vegetation can broadly classified into forest, grasslands, and shrubs. The plant kingdoms provide us with timber, natural habitat for animals, oxygen we breathe, fruits, nuts, gums, and medicine, etc. So natural vegetation, किसी भी जगह पे नेचुरल वेजिटेशन की ग्रो करने के मेन रीज़न क्या होता है? कितनी अमाउंट ऑफ सनलाइट वहाँ मिल रही है एंड रेनफॉल कितना. ये दो मेन चीज़ें हैं जो किसी भी जगह पर किसी प्लांट के और एनिमल के ग्रो नेचुरल वेजिटेशन, हम प्लांट्स की बात करेंगे, उनके ग्रोथ पे बहुत इफेक्ट डालते हैं. नेचुरल वेजिटेशन को हम फर्दरली डिवाइड कर सकते हैं 3 ग्रुप्स में: फॉरेस्ट में, ग्रासलैंड्स में, एंड श्रब्स में. एंड एज वी नो कि हमने काफ़ी ये नेचुरल वेजिटेशन हमारे लाइफ के लिए बहुत ज़रूरी है क्योंकि इनसे हमें बहुत सी चीज़ें मिलती हैं. सो लेट अस रीड अबाउट द फॉरेस्ट फाउंड इन ऑन द अर्थ. Forests cover about 30% of land surface. In the past and even today, forests are being clear to provide land for cultivation, mining, industries, settlement, roads, and railways. The temperature and the amount of rainfall vary gently not only from place to place but from time to time. Accordingly, the type of forest also vary from place to place. The areas which are cold the areas which are too cold or too dry do not have forest. The regions where the trees grows close each other are called forest. There are two type of forest: evergreen forest and deciduous forest. In evergreen forest, the trees of different species shed their leaves at different time, such as forest always appear to be green. So in this paragraph we have discussed about the factors which affect the plants grow and what type of vegetation we found in a place. That is the temperature and the rainfall. वो हमने previously भी पढ़ा था. अब जहाँ पर बहुत ज़्यादा गर्मी पड़ती है और बहुत ज़्यादा ठंडी पड़ती है वहाँ पर फॉरेस्ट बिल्कुल भी नहीं होते हैं. जब बहुत ज़्यादा गर्मी पड़ने वाली जगह जैसे कि डेजर्ट एरिया, वहाँ पे फॉरेस्ट नहीं होंगे. उसके बाद में पोलर रीजन्स हैं, वहाँ पे फॉरेस्ट नहीं हैं. वाई? बिकॉज ये एक्सट्रीम क्लाइमेट कंडीशंस होने के कारण यहाँ पे प्लांट सर्वाइव नहीं कर पाते हैं. उसके अलावा यहाँ पे बात की गई है कि भी फॉरेस्ट दो तरह के होते हैं: एवरग्रीन फॉरेस्ट एंड डिसीडियस फॉरेस्ट. एवरग्रीन फॉरेस्ट और डिसीडियस फॉरेस्ट में मेन डिफरेंस यही है, एवरग्रीन फॉरेस्ट के जो ट्रीज़ होते हैं सभी ट्रीज़ एक पर्टिकुलर सीजन में ही पत्ते नहीं गिराते. कुछ कब समर में कराते हैं, कुछ ऑटम में कराते हैं, कुछ विंटर में कराते हैं. मतलब कि साल के डिफरेंट टाइम पे पर डिफरेंट ट्रीज़ अपने लीव्स को शेड करते हैं, जिसके कारण दूर से देखने पर वो प्लांट्स हमेशा ग्रीन ही नज़र आते हैं. फॉरेस्ट हमेशा ग्रीन ही नज़र आता है. ड्यू टू दिस इज नोन एज दैट इज़ वाई दे आर नोन एज एवरग्रीन फॉरेस्ट. डिसीडियस फॉरेस्ट की बात ये होती है कि ये एक ही सीज़न में, ड्राई सीजन में अपने पत्ते गिरा देते हैं. तो ये मेन डिफरेंस है एवरग्रीन फॉरेस्ट और डिसीडियस फॉरेस्ट में. Trees in deciduous forest shed their leaves during the particular dry season. It helps in conserving the moisture and reducing the loss through transportation. ये ड्राई सीजन में अपने पत्ते क्यों गिरा देते हैं? पत्ते इस कारण गिरा देते हैं ताकि पानी के लॉस को ही कम से कम कर सकें और उस ड्राई सीजन में सर्वाइव कर सकें. So the further forests can be further classified on the basis of location: tropical forest and the temperate. Tropical forest. The forests are found in the equatorial and monsoon regions. The equatorial forests are very dense and have valuable hardwood yielding trees such as mahogany, ebony, and rosewood. The trees in monsoon forests are deciduous. Deciduous, the economically valuable trees are sal, teak, and shisham. Bamboos are also found. तो ट्रॉपिकल फॉरेस्ट में, ट्रॉपिकल रेन फॉरेस्ट की जो बात की जाए तो वहाँ पर उनके में मेन तरह के स्पीसीज मिलती हैं: महोगनी, एबोनी एंड रोजवुड मिलते हैं. वेयर एज ट्रॉपिकल डिसीडियस फॉरेस्ट जो होते हैं उनकी जो फॉरेस्ट की जो उन फॉरेस्ट में जो ट्रीज़ ग्रो करते हैं उनकी वुड इकोनॉमिकली काफ़ी गुड होती है. यानी इकोनॉमिकली यानी कि फॉर आवर टिम्बर वर्क वो ये वुड सबसे बेस्ट मानी जाती है. तो यहाँ पर ट्रॉपिकल डिसीडियस फॉरेस्ट में हमें साल, टीक एंड शीशम, बैम्बूस वगैरह मिलते हैं जो कि हमें पता है कि हमारे फर्नीचर ग्रुप के फर्नीचर बनाने के लिए या बिल्डिंग मटेरियल्स बनाने के लिए ये बहुत अच्छी वुड्स मानी जाती हैं. टेम्परेट फॉरेस्ट. टेम्परेट फॉरेस्ट आर फाउंड इन द मिड लैटिट्यूड बेल्ट. दीज आर ब्रॉड लीव्ड एवरग्रीन फॉरेस्ट and temperate deciduous forest. The main type of oak types trees are oak, fig, beech, eucalyptus, ash, maple, and hammock. The coniferous forests are also called the boreal forest. Are found only in the northern hemisphere. The trees are tall, bare, conical fruits and have thick needle-shaped leaves. The main softwood yield trees are pine, spruce, cedar, and fir. Next is the grassland. Large area of the world are under grassland. These are closely related to the regions of low rainfall. The main occupation of the people in the is rearing sheep and cattle. The tropical grassland called savanna are located between equatorial forest and the hot desert. The temperate grassland are more widespread, such as prairies, steppes, downs, etc. The grass is nutritious and hence useful for the cattle. Here they are talking about the grass. The grass which is grown in the prairies, steppe, and down are very good and nutritious for the cattle rearing. We have read about in detail. We have read in the 7th class. Here they have just given an introduction regarding that. The conservation of natural vegetation. Forest or natural vegetation is an important component of our environment as well as economy. Man has always been utilized various natural resources to meet his day-to-day need. Early man was dependent on plants and animals which were able to in his environment. At that time, the density of population was low and the need of human were limited. Thus they were never felt need for conservation of resources. Conservation means saving the thing for the future. तो पहले हमें कभी ये महसूस नहीं हुआ कि हमें अपने रिसोर्सेज को कंजर्व करना चाहिए, क्योंकि पहले पॉपुलेशन हमारी कम थी, ह्यूमंस की नीड कम थी, तो हम उसके अकॉर्डिंग रिसोर्सेज हमारे पास में बहुत ज़्यादा थी. लेकिन अब पॉपुलेशन भी बढ़ रही है एज वेल एज हमारी नीड्स डिज़ायर्स भी बढ़ रही है. तो उन नीड्स और डिज़ायर को सेटिस्फाई करने के लिए हम रिसोर्सेज का ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा यूज़ कर रहे हैं. ड्यू टू डैट वो ख़त्म होने के कगार पे आ रहे हैं, जल्दी से ख़त्म हो जाएंगे अगर हम लोग इसको सही ढंग से यूज़ नहीं करें. दैट इज़ वाई नाउ वी फील दैट वी शुड कंजर्व दीज natural resources. With scientific progress in technological development, human beings starts utilizing the natural resources as much larger scale. The main resources of the degradation of natural vegetation, especially forest, are rapidly growing population, diseases of trees, and forest fire. Many human activities are also causing change in the climatic conditions. Thus, the human activities and climatic change are cause of loss of natural habitat for plants and animals. Many species of plants are on the verge of extinction. Many factors such as deforestation, construction of roads, railways, buildings, industries, soil erosion, tsunami, landslides, etc. are together accelerating the destruction of natural vegetation. Especially one of the most important method for conserving of the forest is to plant more trees. कैसे हम कंजर्व कर सकते हैं? इसका एक सिंपल मेथड है, प्लांट मोर एंड मोर ट्री, विच इज ऑल्सो नोन एज अफॉरेस्टेशन. अफॉरेस्टेशन का मतलब है प्लांटिंग ट्रीज. ठीक है. Afforestation, providing the feeling of young and immature trees and creating awareness among people about the importance of forest may help in conserving the forest. Conservation do not mean that we should stop using the natural resources, but it means that we should use it wisely. Awareness programs such as Van Mahotsav, social forestry, Chipko movement, etc. should be encouraged at the local level as well as regional levels. Insecticides can also be used to save trees from diseases. Sometimes forest fires are due to the natural causes. Otherwise, they are generally caused by the negligence of human beings. Steps should be taken against such avoidable negligences. So we have read about the natural vegetation and forest, different type of forest and grasslands found in the on the earth. In next lecture, we are going to read about the wildlife and how we can conserve them. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Stay home, stay healthy, and enjoy your days. Thank you.